The poorest country in East Africa is South Sudan. But which country is the richest country in East Africa? I know Kenyan people probably think that Kenya is the richest country in East Africa. But anyways, let's find out. So here's a list of the top 9 richest countries in East Africa. I'm gonna start from country number 9 all the way to country number 1. So make sure you watch this video until the end so you don't miss out on which country will take the number 1 spot for the richest country in East Africa. I'm going to start from number 9, which is South Sudan, like I said before, and that's because South Sudan is the poorest or one of the poorest countries in East Africa. South Sudan has a GDP of 4 billion USD. Country number 8 is Burundi with 6.8 billion GDP. Country number 7 is Somalia with 13.9 billion GDP. Country number 6 is Rwanda with 14.8 billion GDP. Country number 5 is Sudan with 31.5 billion GDP. Not sure why Sudan is on the list. It's in North Africa, I believe. And anyways, country number 4 is Uganda with 64.3 billion GDP. Country number 3 is Tanzania with 88.9 billion GDP. Country number 2 is Ethiopia with 117.5 billion GDP. Country number 1 is, well, before I reveal country number 1, if you are enjoying this video, make sure you follow me here on TikTok if you are not yet one of my followers, or if you're enjoying my other videos, if this is not your first time here on my TikTok, also follow me here on TikTok, because if you are not one of my followers, you might not be able to see my face again because TikTok might not recommend any of my videos to you. Also, head to my YouTube channel, Zuzu LMTV. The name is on the screen because that's where I upload my long form content, travel videos, motivation, and so forth. And also, all of those figures are the latest figures as of 2025. Next year, those figures could fluctuate, could go up or go down, and they are all in US dollars. So you feel free to go and do your own research if you don't believe my figures. And I'm not sure why Sudan is on this list, but like I've mentioned on my other videos, sometimes the difference between East Africa and Eastern Africa can be a little bit different based on who's conducting the research. Like, for example, geographically, East Africa has 4 countries, and then Eastern Africa has probably 8 or more than 8 countries. And that's because geographically, East Africa is different, and then politically, Eastern Africa is different. Eastern Africa is figures kind of decided by the United Nations and the African Union, because the UN and African Union, they recognize more than 8 countries in Eastern Africa. But anyway, the country that takes the number 1 spot, you probably would have already guessed it right. That country has a 131.7 billion GDP in USD, and that country is Kenya. You probably have already guessed it. That's all I want to say for now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Peace out.